Welcome to Deep South Cooking. Our next episode is going to be making a Creole chicken and sausage pasta, and it's going to be on the Blackstone griddle. So first let me go over my few ingredients with you. Of course, you got to have your chicken breasts, and down here we use Savoie's mixed hickory smoked sausage. I've got my penne pasta, my Creole seasoning, Tony's, it's the best in the area, and we're going to be using some garlic Alfredo. And this is a meal that can be literally put together in 15 or 20 minutes, and that's one of the best things that you can do is make a quick, easy meal. So I'll show you how to do the workings of it, and we'll move forward. Okay, we're relocated outside, and now we're going to cook everything out here on the Blackstone griddle. Now, I've moved my pot on top of the Blackstone. We're going to be actually heating up the garlic Alfredo with Parmesan cheese on the inside of it in here. And to get that going, we're going to move on forward with it. I've got the griddle right at about 350 degrees. You know, fluid. Water boils at about 212. So it's going to cook that pasta. It's going to heat that sauce really quick. So we're going to put the lid on it, just let that cook slowly right here in the corner. The chicken is thinly cut, okay? Now we're going to lay it all on the griddle. Now, that's what I mean by thinly cut. You want to cut it thin because you want it to cook fast. Plus, it's a lot better in the meal anyway. So, have your chicken cut. You know, the easy way to do dinner is when you get home from work, have it ready. Like sometimes what I do, like on today, I prep the chicken the night before. Easiest way to do it. When you go to work at 7 in the morning, get off at 6 or 7 at nighttime, you want to have fresh food and you want to have it done the fastest way possible. And this is the way you do it. Prep it a little bit the night before and slap it together. And you're going to see how fast this chicken cooks out here. Like I said in some of my other videos, why go out to eat when you can make the same food at home in half the time? By the time you stand in a grocery store or a restaurant in line, you could have already had it cooked. Now, light drizzle. And I'm going to show you what this is again. I know up north, y'all may not have this. So I probably ought to give y'all a good description of what's all in this Tony Chachere. And we'll do that in the description later on so you can find something comparable to it. Or you can do it like I do. Get on Amazon, and I promise you, you'll find it on there. A Tony Chachere seasoning. And I'll go, like I said, I'll go over the ingredients on that later on. So while that's cooking a little bit, I'm going to put me a little bit more oil right here in the front. And I've got some sausage. I've already got it sliced. It's real thin. It's going to cook really fast. Dump it on the griddle. Cooking on the griddle is universal so much because look at this. I've got every bit of my food that I'm going to be putting together tonight on the griddle. The only thing I got left to do is add the noodles. Now, I also prepped my noodles from the day before. They're cooked penne pasta. They're ready to go. So all I got to do, once that's boiling, add this, add the chicken, add the sausage. You got you a nice hot meal in no time at all. So the chicken, starting to turn a little white. It's going to take long to cook this stuff, guys. Look at that. And that Tony seeps in and gives it an excellent flavor. They got a lot of other imitations that are close to it, but so far, I hadn't found one that I like better. Now, I'm more than welcome to comments on somebody that can give me some hints on one. There we go. Look how pretty that looks, guys. Nice little brown on the top. You got some singeing going on with sausage. Easy, easy. Look at that. And that is some good old sausage made right here in Louisiana. And like I said, this one right here is Savoie mixed. You can use other brands. You got Richard's, Robideau, you name it. That just happens to be one of my favorite ones right here. So we're gonna let that cook a little bit. Now, on the noodles, they're already cooked. But there's my gravy. We're just going to add as many noodles as I need for right now. I'm not sure. I cooked plenty of them. I cooked a whole box worth. I may not use it. I don't know yet. But you're going to find out here with me. There we go. Alright. It's still real watery, you can see. So we're going to add about half more. Throw it together. You can't do this wrong, people. You can't do it wrong. Now, I'm going to hold tight on the noodles. A little bit more. I'm going to hold tight on the noodles because I do need to add my protein to it. My chicken and my sausage. When this gets done, we're going to eat right out of the pot. Well, of course on the plate, but you get the meaning. How's that looking? It is smelling good, I will say that. Flatten it out, get all the meat you can back on the griddle surface. Let it all cook. Now, we're going to take a look at the chicken next. Yep, that's a pretty color. Starting to get a little dry. It was a little wet still earlier. You could tell it was not ready. But I'm going to say about 2 minutes on this side, and I think we're ready to throw it into the gravy. That's about the same time that sausage ought to be done. Now, if you've been timing me, you're going to see how fast this meal threw together. There we go. How's that looking? We're going to cook the sausage again. I don't think we have much more work to go, folks. That's the beauty of this. It all cooks at one time. I'll tell you what, I wish I would have bought a Blackstone griddle years ago. I love cooking. I just did everything on the inside of the stove, made a big old mess, had to clean it up. On the griddle, you ain't got to. But folks, you don't have to have a griddle in order to make this work. You can do it on your stove. It all depends what you want to do. So, let's take that off. We're going to start throwing it all together. You're going to see that gravy turn a different color. A lot of the grease already come out of it, but you want some of that flavoring to go into your meal. I'm not going to scrape it off the griddle. Now, hold tight on you, Mr. Chicken. Get back in your spot. Now, folks, you see how this is coming together? Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, I'm going to start putting some of the chicken into it. We're going to mix it up. That Tony seasoning that I put on top of that chicken, it's going to finish giving that a flavor. Okay. Look at that. That is a very, very beautiful mess. Now, I'll add a little bit more chicken to it. Now, the beauty of this is, I've cooked enough chicken, I've cooked the whole batch. And what I'm going to use the rest of it for is a salad for another day. You have some leftovers out of it. Because I have more than enough chicken and more than enough sausage in that. Once I get it on the plate, you're going to see just how good it turned out. And folks, that is it. That is very simple, and anybody could do it. So we're going to meet you back inside. I'm going to put it on a plate and let you see what it looks like. Okay, I hope everybody's enjoyed how easy it is to make this Creole chicken and sausage pasta. I've got my plate right here for you to look at. That's the end result. It's a beautiful dish, it's a very tasty dish, and it's no time at all to make it. So if you've enjoyed the video, I appreciate it. If you like the video, and then subscribe to my page. I have a lot more coming, and I hope you're gonna come see it with me.